And in this new film I just did, I shot it in Super 16, which blows up to look like 35. And I, shot this new one in New Orleans, Williamsburg, Alabama. And, you do every trick you can to make it look expensive, despite the fact that you don't have a dime. I don't know what else to say. And you just have to take a deep breath and hope to God you can do something with it. Honestly, if there were easy answers, everyone would know them. There are not.
Maybe wrapping it up, maybe one last thing maybe you might share with us. Thank you. One last thing you might share with us. I think you've got a lot of really interesting, films and the people involved in them and the audiences for them. Can you tell us maybe about a memorable experience that you had of watching one of your films with an audience, or with a relative or loved one, or?
Well, usually I try not to watch my films. So that's the first answer. Whenever I finish one, I like to watch it with one audience. Because if they laugh at the moments they're supposed to and react, and I know, okay, I did it right. I really don't need to see it again, because every audience will probably react the same way. But the one that was the most difficult to watch was Basket Case, because I said this the other night, I got discouraged when I started making the film, because no money, no crew, no equipment, no nothing. And the movie I was making was not the one that I thought I'd make, and certainly not the one in the script. It was turning into something a little too crazy and stupid and just wacky, and I don't know. So I was thinking, maybe I should just give it up, just stop. And then I thought, don't be a jerk. Finish the film because no one will ever see it. I figured if we're lucky, Basket Case will play for 1 week on 42nd Street and disappear. So the fact that it's still out there is, I still find it a little shocking. It's humbling, but it's shocking. And, and I did go to see it when it was first out. And, oh God, I hated what it looked like. I couldn't. But there was one funny line. Basket Case has some of the world's worst stop-motion animation because I did it. And I'm a man with no patience. So we would do, when you're doing stop-motion animations, you have to move an object or something. So I'm on a set by myself, no crew, no animators. I have a camera set up here, and I take 2 frames, and I walk over to the Lyle. Very carefully, I can move them just a little. Walk back over here, click, click. Back over to Belial, click, click, and I'm already sick of doing this, okay? Now, think of how many times I had to do this, 24 frames a second to get, back, clicking it. Now I'm walking over to him and kind of like taking my foot going, click, click. Click, click. So, when I saw the footage, I was horrified. I thought, oh my God, and I was so angry. I took the 16mm film, I was watching it daily in my living room, and I just picked it up and just threw it across the room, and I let it sit in the corner of my apartment for about 3 months, just as a reminder how badly I suck, And after about 3 months, I remember, okay, let me take a look at it again. And this time I looked at it, I thought, you know what? It really is bad, but it's funny. So why don't I take and shoot a scene around that and make the whole scene funny? Because if it's a funny scene, you don't care that the stop motion animation is dreadful. It's kind of goofy now, okay? So that's what I did. And I got the greatest compliment for that at the first time I ever went to a theater showing Basket Case. At the Waverly Theater in New York, where it played 2.5 years at midnight. The first time that animation came up, somebody in the back said it right. They shouted, "Gumby on acid!" Yeah. There you go.
Well, you may not have a lot of money when you did these movies, but I think that the wealth of entertainment you've given, I mean, for real, if you look around this audience, there's so many generations of people and filmmakers that are here today that get inspired by your stuff. We all love it. It's great. We're looking forward to the next movie. So let's all give Frank a hand. Thank you so much for coming out.